A lot of women find it easier to scrutinize what they see in the mirror than to appreciate every curve and line. A New York photographer has been helping ladies discover their inner and outer beauty through her camera lens. We're joined by Lindsay Rae, photographer, a body image activist, and founder of the Self-Love Experience. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Leyla. It's such a pleasure to be here this morning. You are beautiful.
Oh, you're very sweet and you are beautiful. You are also a multi-award-winning photographer who's been published in numerous magazines. I'd love for our audience to get familiar with what you do.
Yes, so I help women overcome negative body image through self-love experience empowerment photography sessions. It's our mission to literally give the clients a different lens to view themselves through. So often we are confronted with an image presented to us by the beauty propaganda machine that is almost near impossible to fit into. But as a photographer and someone that knows the tricks and trades and everything of the industry, I use that knowledge to kind of break down those thought patterns and help our clients see that they are a supermodel too. They just have to go through the process. It's really fun.
I'm curious, for someone who does have a negative body image of themselves, walking into your studio and having to dress down basically and just expose themselves, that can't be an easy process.
It isn't. And one of the things I always tell my clients is the same thing I tell my now 8-year-old daughter. We say being brave means that you're scared, but you do it anyway. So every client walks in nervous as can be. And the second they walk in the door, we let them know, that's it. You have done the hardest part, which is showing up. When you show up for yourself, that is what enacts empowerment. It's the simplest act of doing something for yourself and then trusting. And there is so much strength to be had in vulnerability and the ability to just exist in a present moment with someone, with letting all of your walls down. While it might be scary, there is so much power that can be garnered from that.
Oh, goodness. You know, when you look at the pictures and you're all done and you've gone through the experience and you see the result of being vulnerable and you can just look at how beautiful these women are, what's the reaction? What's the typical reaction that you get from someone who gets their photos back? And I'm sure their minds are blown.
It is. Every time, and my favorite thing that happens is actually I like to show pictures on the back of my camera while shooting. I'm one of those photographers that's like, get it right in camera and show them right away. So the awesome moment is that as we go through the experience, they're getting to see themselves exactly how I'm seeing them. And without fail, 100% of the time, we will have a client that looks at the back of the camera and goes, oh my God, that's not me. And I'm like, girl, I just clicked the camera. Of course it's you.
Yeah.
And it's such a cool moment for them to be like, oh my God, I've never seen myself through someone else's eyes. You know, when we look at ourselves, we can only see it from one perspective. So it's really cool to give more.
It's true. And why do you use the boudoir photo as the vehicle? So because you do some nudes, but you do a lot in very sexy, intimate lingerie. Why do you choose that as the clothes, as it were, as opposed to something else?
That is an awesome question. You know, in all of the interviews I've done, you're the very first person to ask me that. And I think that's amazing. It really is, because if you think about it, so often we see lingerie photos and we think that they're for the consumption of men. What I wanted to do was give women the ability to reclaim their power and reclaim their image for themselves. So by taking something that's been traditionally used for male pleasure, to take it and put it in a woman's hands and say, this is mine, this is me, this is my body. There, again, it always comes back to power. And the word empowerment is used so much, and it almost feels frou-frou sometimes. But the fact of the matter is, it's real. Like, that's empowerment means getting that power from somewhere. And to be able to reclaim that for yourself is just an incredibly powerful experience.
It certainly is. It certainly is. Well, I want to learn more about your background. I think this is a good place to take a break. When we come back, I want to talk about how you became a photographer, why you chose that as your career, and just the numbers of women that you've helped over the course of the years doing what you do. So we're going to do that in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. We have been chatting with renowned photographer Lindsay Rae, who is a body image activist. She's the founder of the Self-Love Experience. She has taken photographs of more than 600 women over the past 6 years, women who walk into her studio feeling self-conscious about their bodies, but the moment they walk out, feeling reborn, like a new person. And that's a true gift, Lindsay, that you give these women through your photography. I'm curious why you decided to go down this path, why you chose this as a career path.
I don't know why I'm getting emotional, but there's something about the passion in the way that you speak about this that reignites something in me. I can see that you see the mission that I'm trying to do for women. And, I was raised in a way that I was never good enough. My father was a bodybuilder. My brother was a bodybuilder. My sister's a bodybuilder. And I'm a plus size curvy woman with PCOS who, no matter what she does, doesn't lose weight. And it was really, really difficult for me growing up to find self-worth and to find value in myself when I was constantly being told, you're only good enough if you lose weight. You're only good enough if you read the books I think you should read, or if you get the grades that I think you should reach. So when I started this business, I really almost came at it in a way of saying, you know what, screw your ideals of beauty. They are not the only thing in the world that defines a standard of what should just be considered accepted, beautiful, and loved and respected. And I wanted to take that power out of the hands of a media that is constantly putting out photoshopped images and, the diffusion filters and everything, and just take that power back for myself. And by doing that, it became my mission to then give that power to other women as well.
And you bring something up that's very important that I want our viewers to understand is there is very light editing that goes into your photography. So really what you see is what you get.
Exactly.
The result.
Exactly. And that is when our clients come to see their final images, they will only see them once they've gone through a program called Lightroom. Lightroom is like the precursor to Photoshop. It's color, light, curves, tone, level, everything that creates the look and style. I refuse to let clients buy images off of Photoshopped images first, because I want them to come in and fall in love with themselves exactly as they are. And then, we say Photoshop is like accessorizing an outfit. It's just cleaning up the lines and giving it that smooth finish. But it's not about changing who you are. It's not the whole outfit. So our clients actually pick their images completely unphotoshopped.
Oh, that's amazing. And then they get this beautiful photograph that they can display on their walls or wherever they want to, and to celebrate themselves for once. And I hate to leave this, for the last thing that we discussed, but our viewers are going to be sorely disappointed to find out that you're located in New York, but we hope that at some point you will make it down here to the Low Country and maybe even set up a photo shoot or just, for people to visit your website and to learn some lessons from the work that you do.
Thank you so much. You've just got such a beautiful passion. Thank you so much, Leyla.
Lindsay, thank you. Thank you for your passion, and you're such an inspiration, and you do wonderful work. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're back after this.